What's up, everybody? What's going on? Monday, Monday, Monday. But yeah, so Brian has always kind of said the same thing. Like once you get to a certain point, like you're obviously taking money out, and you get to a point where you don't need to take the money out. And when that's the case, you start building the account to start putting that money somewhere else, like reinvesting it, investing, into that future wealth kind of thing. And then he was like, and then once you get past another point where, you're kind of putting away what you want, he was like, that's when you start getting into like, the FU kind of money where you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah, so that was, I'm like, in his video, it's like if you got a $30,000 account, you got a you got $100,000 account, you're not really ready for that yet.
No, exactly. Yeah.
I think he's talking about a $500,000 account, $1 million account. Now you're ready to
Yeah.
build some wealth.
Yeah.
Now you're not just trading to make money daily or weekly or monthly. You're not just trading to grow an account. You're trading just to make more money. You're at a
Yep.
different level at that point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's usually when trading gets easier because you know that that's all you're doing. Like you're not emotionally attached to the money to pay the bills and stuff like that.
Yeah, the money I need is there. Now this is just make that bigger.
Yep. Yeah, it definitely makes sense, but actually getting yourself to that point, I feel like, is a completely different story.
Well, I mean, I do like how he was talking just about how he sees all these trades come in and he's great interest, but then, you see them
ATOS hangover
down, they're
candidate.
in 1,000 shares and they're down to 100 after the first big move. He's like, you literally gave up your great entry on one move. And he's like, try to leave half of it in there. He goes, start out, leave 100 in there if you're
Would like
taking
a
it all
pop
out. He's
8.40
like,
ish there
try
then
to
faded out.
maximize that win. Try to make sure you're sticking around a little bit. Don't just give it all up. I did it on paper today with Imran, and it felt really good. But I left half of it in. And then I added back into full size as it was consolidating for a move up. And I would have got out if it would have moved against me. I had my stop. And you just got to honor that and say, this is where I really see this going. And if you see this going there, why are you shooting your whole load halfway there? You know? Or if
Yeah.
you believe when it comes down, it's going to come down to this point. This is where it held support before. This is probably where it'll hold support again. But halfway down there, you're all out. Why? Why did you get all out when you
Sounds
think
like
it's
me.
going to retest this? It does sound like you. It sounds like me too. I do it all the time. It sounds like
Good
all
morning,
of us. I
Constantine.
mean, and you see Jag do it. Oh, I'm all out there, guys. When I saw a red candle, and it's like, okay, well, it was one red candle. Does that mean it's over? How does
Yeah.
the trade work? Get out half your position, but leave some of it on. Let the trade
Yeah.
work out.
Yeah, I feel like you hear me say it all the time because especially what I'm doing is I'm looking for that blow through previous resistance. And I always say it's going to come down and test that previous resistance before it decides what it wants to do next. And I never seem to have any of my position left for that. I mean, it does every once in a while happen, but it's very rare.
Yeah. No, it's just a matter of learning to look to, okay, we are at that place where we're still growing our account, so we do have to take some off. We have to. We can't just leave it on. I think Nate leaves it on for where he's looking for the bulk majority, unless he sees something in the chart change and he sees it moving against him. But other than that, he's in huge share size and he's waiting for where he wants it. And it's funny, I call him all the time. Oh yeah, this is probably right here, and almost all the time it goes there. But I'm not normally in it for the full move. It goes halfway through it. I'm like, oh geez, that was a big move. I'm gonna get out here. I
Morning.
like, hey, good morning. I like what he said about with that mentality. He's like, you're basically out of the trade before you were in it. He's like, you're literally just looking for the out.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, I definitely see his point of view on it, but over the like, I feel like his point of view has also changed a little bit. Like he doesn't really play the front side of moves anymore. Like right now he's in a market in his head where he's like basically playing the trend. So I feel like it's a
yeah,
little bit easier for him to say these things. Because how many times do you see me in trades and that same trade that I was in goes back to high of day and continues? Like, granted, yeah, you'd stop out the rest of your position there, but if your entry or your average isn't the best and it's not near high of day, that half a position can turn that trade into a losing trade.
He does trade differently than you. He's not looking for the quick pop and the quick drop. He's waiting for the back end of the move and the big drop.
Yeah, like he's
He wants
trying
the
to
big
find
drop.
the trend change, like the
He's
actual
not looking
trend
for the
change.
cents. He's looking for the dollars.
Yeah,
So if the price
exactly.
goes 25 bucks, he wants a $5 pullback. I want to be in that. And
Yeah.
that's more the way I trade it. I don't look for the small pullback either.
Yeah,
I
100%.
want the I want the jump or I want the drop. I want to be there.
Yeah. I get what he's saying 100%, but yeah, I definitely think it only applies to a specific trader, and you would definitely be one of them.
Your boy Brian does it too, but he
Uh,
wants the quick drop and he wants the big drop. He wants it all.
yeah, I think he takes so much off on the quick drop because and so that way, he already made his money on it, and then I think his size is just bigger to the point where he has enough shares where, if that 10% of his original position continues, it can still make some
You
decent
can
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but and I am more of a trader, you know, like Nate is. I'm more of that trend type trader for sure. So for me, it was helpful because I'm like, oh yeah, this is and the mentality of being out of the trade. Before I got in it, I have that a lot of times. I get that quick move up. I'm like, oh, I'm out almost all my position here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I should be out half my position there, and I should be adding back in when it breaks above instead of starting a new position again. Because I'm taking on more risk than I need to.
Yeah.
Because if I go half my position and adding back in, now I can still stop out if it goes against me, and for profit. But where I'm adding back
Good morning,
in,
Nick.
if it goes against me, now I'm taking a small loss on it, which was really not
Oh,
good.
gotcha, Constantine. Yeah, I just recently got that, so it's not a big deal. But maybe
Makes
have
a lot more
you
sense
ever
to do it that
actually
way. I try to figure out how to leave half my position in
deposited money
for
with
that
IB
first
yet,
move, that initial
or
move,
you
if
just
I'm
have the
down on
account
the
open?
trade.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go listen to the rest of it, and probably I actually watch a lot of his Sunday scans just because Sunday night I'm not really doing too much.
And he's one of the ones that I'm like, he's legit, 1000%.
Yeah, I mean I've said that about him for a long time. Yeah.
He's one of the few YouTubers that I'm like, that's a legit YouTuber. He actually
Yeah.
is.
And he found a way to monetize what he does, so good for him.
Good for him, man. Makes some
Yeah,
money, and
I
he's
always say as long as you're doing it the right way and you're legit, like I have no problem. It's no different. I always say this. It's like people always get upset about the gurus and stuff like that, but if they're legit, like it makes sense. Like there's people who don't play professional baseball that teach professional baseball players how to play professional baseball, or same with football, and like there's coaches out there for a reason because they might not be able to do what they're saying to do, but they know how to make you be better.
yeah.
And he
Yeah, and I
definitely
feel
seems
like
like one of those guys, but he also
I feel like
obviously.
he's a guy who actually you can't just trade. Eventually, once you're at that level, you got to do other things.
Well, that's
So
that's the building wealth part.
he does that, and he does good things. He does his traders with the cause thing, where he's
Yeah,
constantly
yeah.
donating stuff and help other people. And seems like he's just a good dude, and just happens to be a really good trader.
Yep. Have you ever watched his I forget what it's called, the video series that he has where he shows his live trades?
Yeah, dude, the size is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling. It really makes you like realize like these guys can't just get in and out of trades like we do. Like if they want to get into a trade, they have to start thinking about like what levels they want to be interested. Like it's not a okay, quick pop, let me take it and let me get out. Like it's crazy. It's like literally
Yeah,
has
when
to
you
build
look at
positions.
100,000 shares, it's a different
Yeah.
ballpark.
Yeah.
So that's the game.
All right. Good luck everybody.
BHP was moving in there. Shorts. It's not breakout levels. Falling out of PCM, guys. Helping out. There it is.
Base is dropping like crazy.
Also running right to resistance.
Watch and run.
I think there's your mirroring.
Resistance. That's kind of where I saw it going in pre-market.
Why didn't you hold half your position?
I because Steve got on, and I'm like, I was gonna actually take the trade, but I'm like, dude, I'm already in this paper trade. I want to see how it works out.
Just run for now.
Me too.
I literally just hit my target, 570. Just
I don't really want run, to be honest. Big company.
RIN. I paper traded it already. It wasn't a real trade.
ACHV 9.50.
A-bus is dropping. Base is still heading down.
Just be careful with stupid run, man. That thing can be a little crazy.
ATOS couple shots into it for hangover. 8.40-ish would still be nice.
There goes Alf again. Jeez. Look at this thing.
Alf and TV.
Wishes looks like it's doing a lot, but it's not doing a lot.
Space. Oh, what the hell's going on?
We have no shares on Alf. I don't know if you guys do.
MRIN kinda struggling.
All out of run.
Run dollar. Gray and TV.
CCIV run.
A lot of bigger companies moving. Why is that one coming up? I mean, I guess because of that crazy volume. Or pop off the bottom there. Is Moxie just like permanently on SSR, I guess? Yeah, I think all last week it was on SSR. Yet it keeps coming up on the scanning.
QSI on some low volume.
USI? Damn, look at space go.
Neo's ripping.
Neo's another one, man. That thing can just keep going.
GEVO up. Slow so far.
48.50 on the daily.
XBIV.
The EVs are going.
XPEV.
Geez, that's an even bigger company. Yeah.
EXPR for hangover. ATOS dollar on way. Best of 2.20 plus.
Yeah, XBev's a 34 bill market cap and Neo's a 74 bill market cap. I mean, the moves they're making right now look amazing, but they can also just keep going.
CBM sell side shares resuming trade. Charlie Victor Michael.
Go Neo, go.
CBM side shares 24.25. $30. CBM.
Are these two together?
What's that?
BEST.
Yeah, we have tons. Is it me or are Neo and XBev together? Like, are they running together?
They're EV, dude.
Okay, they're both EV. Gotcha. I'll say their dailies look very similar.
Run the same.
XBev's just grinding. Or it looks like it.
That's what I'm saying. They can make these moves and then just chill. That's why those I've traded both of those before. I guess what I'm saying is you're probably not going to get the quick flush. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I caught your drift. You smell?
I smell? Damn it! I just showered too. Yeah, I was hoping Best would run there. That would have been nice. You can tell algos have a hold of that thing as well. No, Neo and XBev. Because when one goes, the other one's going. Like at the exact same time. It's usually when you know some algos are involved.
Chart's moving so slow.
Wish we had shares on gray. That would have been good.
It's like wouldn't load, man.
Oh yeah, Gray's looking juicy.
Yeah, especially if it can push the 6. We do not.
Nope.
Go ahead, Best. Do it.
Which stock you talking about?
About to move Best over to my main line.
We were talking about Gray, Gray. You can see if you have shares.
I don't know. Yeah, Best was my friend last week. Let's see, Gray. Look at Best again.
Be right back, guys.
Apparently Neo can't break 4693.
Oh, we can.
SGPX 30K TV if anyone watching it.
There's a Jumia getting a pop here. Jumia Michael India Alpha. Jumia.
sell my Neo today.
Don't say something like that.
Look at that daily, bro. You're about to break out and go to 70.
Up almost 250% on Neo. I think it's about time to sell.
Selling Neo.
I may. Trying to figure out when.
Probably around 9. I think EV's trying to stay around 9.
Jeez, man, things are just crashing right now, huh?
Nothing on, man.
But it's CLF, but it chickened out.
I don't think we're gonna look at that stock anymore.
It's finally doing what I wanted to do, man. Finally getting that drop again.
Workhorse is ripping.
Ah, that's a bummer. Next seat didn't do what I wanted to. Ah, that's a bummer, dude.
WKHS up.
CVN just dropped from 27 to 23 and halted.
Buy a dropping?
It's down 20%.
Oh, wow, yeah, SPY's tanking.
Dude, it's just tanking. Spy's tanking. It's just dragging everything down. That's scary to trade off of, dude. Spy is just
Autofilled.
tanky.
Trying my hand at some workhorse.
Good luck.
That's a little nerve-wracking to try to trade off of this drop, dude. This could just freaking.
Bigs ideally another leg with speed. I like the daily.
Just looking for a little quickie here to get our Monday jitters out of here.
That's going off my watch, dude. It's just
Autofilled.
I feel like that.
WKHS dollar.
Pulling a lot of this crap right down, dude.
Out of workhorse.
AMC's running.
Pretty brutal.
Damn, workhorse just took off. I missed it.
Wasn't really a huge move. That was me just kind of getting my feet wet.
Real nice tee. Missed it here.
It's not one of those that I think Thomas would have jumped all over.
No, definitely not.
I just happened to be on the office phone, and I turn around and you're like, all out. I'm like, what? I missed it.
He wouldn't have taken it, dude. He didn't miss it.
You might, though, if it runs a 17 here.
And looks like it's gonna.
Might give a second shot.
Good charts are lagging, dude. There it goes. Put it on the daily, and it was one big candle.
Mine keeps doing that too.
Go, baby, go. 1720.
17.20, please.
This bums me out. I don't love it.
CCIV back to the highs.
A lot of these shorts today, dude, to be honest.
Gotcha, Constantine. Good morning, Thomas. Yeah, I actually remember when I first put money on there, it was really just to kind of test out TWS to see if I liked it.
Taking anything, Jay?
No.
Tapper, is that you?
Went to figs, but there was no volume. And then it dropped like $2.
AMC is looking juicy, but I don't know if I want to mess with it.
WK small, still relatively slow. Plus 17 would be way better.
This is always scary.
Carrot plus 17 part.
BTX going a little crazy. I hate that daily. Holy crap.
These shorts right now, like, kind of see some setups a little bit, but then I look at the daily and I'm like, dude,
BTX up. BTX daily sucks.
Oh, the dog man.
AMC
Yeah, he
pop.
went to go get a drink.
Know the memes.
Inside here, it's all
Workhorse don't have
carpet,
one
so.
red candle.
I hope it don't have any for another couple minutes and it squeezes. Love to see this above 17.
that runs like 1850 or something on the daily.
Yeah, 1835. That first little wick. There we go, there we go. Go, 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 go,
CBN
go.
Lousa.
CBM all down again.
Whoa. Yeah, it did.
On that one?
No, I
That's a
wish.
crazy looking one.
27 to 18.
Order filled.
Just jump back in workhorse. Looking for the 17 reject. Doesn't look like it's ready yet. And then I'm gonna probably scalp this and then look to get back in for the 17 break. We get 97.
Order filled.
I took a little bit more out of there. I had it at 84. I only got the 86, of course. Let's see if it wants to go back up. No, you jerk. Go through 17 now.
SGBX up.
You still talking about workhorse?
Yeah, I was getting the 17 reject scalp, and then I was hoping it would go back up and through, but it's looking like it's still struggling.
MRIN is giving back everything.
Just be careful with the workhorse because that thing can definitely consolidate. We've seen that a million times with this stock.
Yeah, I smashed the button and was holding it down right there, and I was like, let me wait.
Yeah, once I saw it stop short of 17, it didn't even try it. I was like, I'm going to try to scalp this. I figured 1680 was going to be the bounce spot, but it didn't even get there, which means it should go through 17. Means it's kind of strong.
Short CLF if anybody cares. This isn't really a straight but line problem.
FSR.
What do you had about 07?
No, I'm low. I'm 03.
FSR.
I got room to add in, but I don't think I'm gonna have
ATOS working out of it.
here.
There's 17 on workhorse. FSR, I'd like to see closer to 2050, honestly.
I don't really want to see this thing over like 2115.
That was a hard reject on workhorse. I was hoping for more of a pop. Yeah, I mean, it was like instant too. I didn't even really, I was hoping for more.
I wish just took off.
Did you get in FSR, Thomas?
No, I was waiting for more. 'Cause
Start.
I watched it go from 20 to 2020, and it was just dirt to dirt to dirt to dirt.
Yeah. That'd be nice if it rolls up there towards 2050. Workhorse, I'm probably done looking at it, honestly. It's starting to consolidate.
Going down. There we go. Slam it.
Yeah, damn. I wish this move that we got in on was the pop through 17, because then we would have held looking for a bigger move. But unfortunately, it struggled, so I was just looking for the scalp before it went back through 17. But I thought through 17 we would have got a little bit more of a push, but it got immediately rejected, so didn't really give us another re-entry, which is unfortunate. Done for the day on the BA break. Down to keen what? Down.
That's a fun start on that.
On a breakdown.
On the spot.
Keen to watch ISW for the first hour now. Gotcha. Feel free. It's given some good plays this morning, but the ones that I would really be interested in, we don't have shares on. Like Gray earlier was nice. I mean, you can see, ended up taking Workhorse. FSR would have been nice if it could have gave us a little bit more push through. WKH, a little bit of a sad face there, but I'm not really going to complain too much. Started to turn into a grinder. Pop through 17 was where they shut it down.
This thing looks so damn heavy to me.
IKNX, isn't that crazy one from last week? Yeah. Yeah, it has like just no float.
Back below 2110. Make me happy with that.
I think your goal, Devin, when you short, especially near red to green like this, you should always wait for SSR to kick in.
The shortest?
No, for your target, your profit target.
When SSR kicks in, that's when I'll get out.
Yep. SSR or nothing.
I believe I'm right on this still, but 2120 is kind of a key area right now. And it's staying so heavy below it.
There's CCIV again.
I'm just waiting for the next big flush. It's a little breather. I'm not telling to continue. Just got in a little early. I got room to add, so I'm just gonna try and put it.
Didn't B get blown up on IKNX? Yikes, scary. No, I don't know. Not that I know of. What you talking about, Willis?
Could have been in on 2120 on that first drop, but I wasn't watching it.
CCIV starter.
There we go. God, I like those little flushes she's getting, but they gotta continue. Push it down, let's go. Selling pressure that comes in looks strong.
This is go to. Sure, I like it. What'd you call me?
What? This ain't that kind of room.
MRIN working out of it. Dollar on way blah blah blah.
You need to go in deck mark room for that stuff.
CCIV, I'm interested, but I'd like to see it run up closer to 28. That's where that line is on the daily.
LOL.
My noise cancellation just randomly stopped. Weird. I think it stopped anyway. Maybe it was like my ears started doing that like ringing sound. Oh, you're talking about FOMO profit? No, it wasn't IKNX. It was the same one that I traded. I forget the ticker. It was like M something. I mean, I can tell you real quick. VTNR was the ticker.
Best 2.20.
Oh, my ears just did it again. It's not the noise cancellation, it's my ears. Best actually trying.
WISH shares moving to $14.49. With the MVIS Sandy Hotel.
Sola.
Sol through 950 would be good. SOL.
Closer to X.70 ideal resole.
Anything on watch, Shag?
I was trying to see if CVM was gonna come back online, but it did not. I was looking at CUK, but I wanted it to be a lot higher.
Throw a random order out there. Seems a little spready. Could be one of those ones you get some random crazy pop through 950. Is there any extension you're looking for? I wouldn't say any extension. I mean, I look for that previous resistance areas. So I mean, you could argue like from Friday, you had that 914. Today, I mean, you could say there was one here,
And DQ could be
as well as one at 921. So obviously we're extending away from that. So I'd be looking for a key area to get in, which is usually those half dollars, whole dollars. And then we'd be looking to try to ride down as far as we can closer to those previous resistance.
Ivy lock and trail.
Dude, this freaking CLF just looks like it wants to fall, but it won't.
Here's 50. It's hoping for a much bigger pop than that. Oh. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
CELH, Celsius Holdings, July 75 Full Suite, Charlie Echo Lima Hotel, CELH.
It's definitely open for more than that.
Get your reject. Yatch. Let's do this right here. Come on, no more of this. Stop trying to go up there. You don't want to be up there.
Give it a sec. It's also not a good thing that you see it just chilling at 950 there.
Soul couple starters.
We gotta
Still
kinda
want
get
higher
going
slash
pretty soon.
faster.
I'm gonna have to cut this.
Yeah, I think I might have to leave this one alone for now.
Yeah, CLF, that's where he's going.
CLF.
Order cancelled.
See what it does. No need to force anything. I told you. Thomas, perfect example right there.
Which one?
Neo, and I'm assuming whatever that other one was. What's the one that was running with it?
XBIV?
Yeah, XBEV. How do you spell? How do I keep spelling this wrong?
How about
XBEV.
that? So you're sitting there with your finger to take the order off in case it hauls ass and you want to get it higher?
Yeah. I was hoping for the pop there, and then oh well. Yeah, XBEV and Neo are exactly.
It would make me happy. If it doesn't do it, I'm getting out.
why those bigger companies can suck. 'Cause they do
Workhorse
not.
above 17.
Ooh, is it again? Nice. So
On big selling pressure right now. Let's go.
ooh, that was a pretty good move too. Literally went a penny higher. Gotta love those.
Shoot. Shoot.
That's what I'm saying. A workhorse right now.
Yeah, dude, this thing won't shoot down, man. That's getting a little discouraging.
WKHS back up, looking for 17.50 plus.
Hold it up.
Hopefully no one fighting XPEV/NIO, if so have a plan. Like at Tim.
Come on, workhorse. Let's do it.
Did you get in it?
No, not yet. Looking for that 1750 area.
XPR60 KTB FYI.
It's headed there, headed that direction. So I look for extension away from previous resistance. That previous resistance is right here at 1710, 1711. So I'll be looking for it to get away from that.
Pick it off. Small loss.
Was that still CLF?
Yeah. I'm waiting for that breakdown. I was staying heavy into VWAP, and now it actually got above it and it's holding, so that's where I gotta take it. I'm trying to learn to let this shit ride, man, not just here. Alright, what else is moving?
Workhorse.
Anything that's EVs.
Yeah, pretty much EV.
Straight up.
Is workhorse EV too? I don't even know what workhorse is. Okay.
They had a contract with
I do
USDA.
not know that workhorse is EV and you trade. Come on.
Bro, I've told you this a million times.
I understand about most stocks, but I mean that was such a hot stock. I don't know what stocks are either. Like RSLS, no clue.
I
Maybe
don't
some
care.
something that
I have zero interest in what these companies are.
your stuff.
Well, yeah, like I mean, I'm gonna learn the names of
You should know
and some.
sectors. Focus
See, I can't
sectors.
even figure out the names of companies, and you want me to figure out the sectors they're in?
Well, if you know the main companies in the sector,
Eh,
that way if the sector's running, you know to be careful.
Children.
Contract
Enough.
they lost.
Or don't know.
Enough children.
And see how that takes you.
Yeah, they lost.
I mean, it's treating me fine.
Keep doing it then.
I'm gonna, Devin.
In 5 years, we'll see how you do.
Sold dollar on way.
Dude, he's in a feisty mood this morning.
Isn't he?
He's fighting.
Oh, I know why though.
He's old.
Because he's older.
I'm older.
Well, one that is a part of it, I guess. The other is maybe that the realization is setting in that he's getting married.
My marriage is good, not like yours.
Wait, what? Jesus. You're going to timeout.
Try your panties off.
Hear what he said.
I don't think he got laid for his birthday or something.
It's something. Jesus.
What'd you say?
Completely unprovoked.
Vesh, anything anyone ever says to you is never unprovoked.
Yeah, that's true.
It just might. It might not
It's
be
just
from
a
the
delayed
person.
response.
Exactly. Whatever anyone says, you deserve at some point.
Yeah, totally true.
What did he say?
What didn't he say? Jesus.
You were never the innocent one. I don't know. Check tape,
No,
check tape.
no.
Clip it.
Clip it. Come on, workhorse.
It's almost there, but it's got there
Yeah.
too slowly.
Yeah, no. That's why I want it to pop through.
I need some speed.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I think we're all going to get in at 1750. It's going to run to 18.
I'll be in above it. Need this pop right here. Come on. Pop it. Son of a biatch. Right at it. Oh, it got through.
ETF,
Oh, there we go. There we
tipping
go.
a
Go,
fancy?
go, 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 go.
Order filled.
WKHS.
Guess I could have been even more patient.
You got in, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Where'd you get in at?
60. It felt like it was. I was watching it at 68, and then it just started to reject.
Here comes 18.
Order filled.
Guess I could have waited also.
My charts are a little laggy right now.
So you're looking for what? 1720? Back to there?
Sure. 1710 would be ideal.
I might get 1810 first.
Order cancelled.
There you go. We actually got a decent red candle. I don't trust it. It should drop now. I got out.
Shit. I should have took some off there.
It's ready. Me 3 and 4.
What was I at? 60? Or I couldn't have been at 60. I would have took it off.
Did it bring Devin
Took
back
my
yet?
leftovers, you dick.
It's punishing us. SSYS is on.
Oh, I was at 53. That's where I was. This is where our average is. I should have just took most of it there.
Hey, you
That was
still
kind
holding
of
strong?
stupid. Yeah, I was looking for the 50 test for most of it. I couldn't break that 60 though.
No, I got out at 61.
I was about to take most of it off there, and I should have, but I could feel that it didn't want to break, and that was kind of my fault, to be honest.
Fortunately, I got a little higher than you.
Yeah, I got my average to 73, but
Nice.
I wish I would have took that off because I'd be looking a lot prettier at the moment.
Order cancelled.
There's just no red candles on this thing, so I had to take it when it was there.
Yeah, I agree. That was kind of stupid by me. I'm not gonna lie. I should have been out most of my position there. I got greedy.
Well, 73. That's still part of this candle. The past 3 candles. Ooh. Might get it back.
Yeah, I mean, I was originally looking through 18, but you know me, I like that first red candle, so that was pretty silly on my part. Gonna have to go through a little bit here, probably.
At least it didn't blow through 18 on the first try. That's good.
Let's put it at 61. 62 is fine.
There you go. Get him out, get him out, get him out. Do it, do it, do it. Alright, can we get a second red candle for him?
Of course, that actually ended up being a green candle.
Mother. No. Oh, you're looking at the 2 minute, must be. I'm looking at the 1 minute. That was a red candle. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Alright, you're on your own, buddy. You're green. Don't mess it up. Don't pull a Steve.
Not green. No, there we go. Need at least a 70 right now.
Yes, there you go. Oh, there's the 50. There's the 50.
Got the fill for the
Did you
most.
get the 50?
Well, I put my order up at 62, but I still have some of it, so.
Oh, there's the 2 red candles. Told you it was going to drop. I was out.
I wish I would have left my order there. It would have been much nicer. Ended up losing, geez, I actually ended up losing quite a bit there, to be honest. I came up 9 cents from where I originally was, and since I got the ad, that would have been nice.
Order filled.
All right, I took the rest there.
All right.
Yeah, I can't complain. Yeah, no, it was good. It was a good green trade. I'm just annoyed at how I played it because I shouldn't have had to wait like I did. I should have been filled on that first red candle. It would have been a lot smarter.
Should have gone back in at 18.
Yeah.
One above 18, I would have gotten in. Actually, would have. I don't do that often, but I'm sitting by the computer and I got some time on my hands. I want to try what you guys do.
Part of me actually was ready for the 18 break after I was still in it because, like you said, we didn't really ever have a real pullback yet.
I was ready because I didn't have an add-on yet, so I was like, okay, I got room here.
Well, and then literally what I just talked to Devin about, like I had this previous resistance line drawn out here at 1710, 1711, and yet I'm out all the way up at 1746. And it's going right to it. It's very frustrating.
WKHS lock and trail.
Oh, wow. Devin's actually gone.
Literally went right to it. I mean, if we're being fair, he kind of deserved it. It was like I know that I deserve probably anything that comes at me, but I mean that was completely unprovoked. Like I wasn't even poking at him. He just started wailing at me.
It was pretty relentless. He definitely didn't get laid for his birthday or something.
You crossed the line with the marriage thing.
That was after
It
the
was just
fact.
a joke. It was just that's like the cliche joke. You're getting married, and then his return was crossing the line.
Oh, right,
I
yeah.
don't even know what his, well, I don't even know what I didn't
He
even hear what his return was.
something about I'm gonna have a happy marriage unlike yours or something.
Wow.
What
Yeah,
the
And
just
it,
fuck?
cross the line, dude.
yeah. Well, not is that it's not even just that, but at the same time, it's like how can he like I'm not even trying to be a dick here, but like how can he talk? This is his third marriage.
That's what your reply should have been.
Well, yeah, but I didn't. I had no. I didn't want to get personal. Like that's one of the things that he doesn't like to joke about. So I was like, the marriage thing. I feel like is on the table. It has been for a while, and it's just that it was a running joke.
There
There
it
was,
is.
Hey,
Sorry, I went too far, tired and grumpy.
and I know he didn't like necessarily 100% mean it. And I was gonna go the other way too, but the other one thing he doesn't like to talk about is what? Money. He always says it. And I was gonna be like, oh, I actually
money.
changed it because I was originally gonna say, oh, it's because he lost on the CLF trade. And then I was like, I'll just go the route that I know is a little bit safer with the getting married thing. Because we all joke about that. It's a joke. And the CLF thing would have been a joke too, but it would have been a little bit more personal.
Has the SPY just been consolidating? Like, everything's showing that it hasn't moved percent at all.
Yeah, it's just it's staying around like 10 cents down right now.
I'm so sad looking at Workhorse. We literally just talked about this, and it did exactly, and I did exactly what I said I do. It hurts to look at.
Still got the meat of that, man. I'm out at 1760.
Yeah, I mean, well, the meat of mine was at 1762 there. Like I took 80% of my position there. What was your average?
I think 75.
Yeah, you had a higher average as well. Mine was 73.
Yeah, I started at 78. I should have just let it go. And it barely went against me.
Oh, you had 78? Dang, yeah, that would have been
Yeah.
nice.
I had 80.
Damn, look at you, patient MFers.
Winner, winner.
I was
That
just
big
excited for the
that bacon, or we
1750
gotta do
break.
add-ons?
I don't know, Thomas.
Yeah, it's closer to 80. That shotgun technique. Thomas, was that your entry or was that your average?
No, that was my entry.
Nice.
But I took it all on that first wash. I took majority of my position and then kind of chased down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Which you
for
should
break
have.
even.
I mean, yeah, the break even's never a bad thing, right? You can't lose money that way.
Yeah, no.
But
Part of the game.
yeah, what you will start to see a lot of, because this happened to me a lot when I started doing the break even thing, is when you have a flush, you're almost always going to get a bounce, right? And a lot of times, if you're not at high of day with your entry, it's probably going to get you. And that's why I stopped taking
I used to get
partials.
hot, and then I tried a couple times to like add back in, and that always bites me in the ass.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like those couple times where it goes the low a day afterwards.
14 KTB.
After you took it all, you're just like, I need to stop taking all of it. And as long as you're okay with breaking even on the rest, that's fine. I always look at it this way though, like when I was doing that and stopping out break even a lot, the amount of money if you double what you ended up making on it versus what you took break even, technically that's money you lost as well if you really want to look at it. A lot of people don't look at it that way. They're like, I just broke even on the rest. But in reality, say you made $10 on the first half and then you break even on the rest, that's technically $10 you lost.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. It's working. I'm just saying it's something to think about. Because I remember I went through that exact thing where I was doing the exact same thing. And then I started changing my ways a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of teeter back and forth because of the low shares. I go back to where I try and plan for the future and try to leave for leftovers. But then it's like, hey, your share size, just take it all. Just get your money and get out. You know, if
Yeah.
it dumps, it dumps. You'll do what you're supposed to do later. I teeter back and forth with that.
I think my biggest thing is the extension. So like if when you're taking profit the first time is still really far away from that extend, like where it extended from, I try to hold some shares. But if it's not that far, like I'm looking to probably just take the whole thing, if that makes sense. Mother. I guess I don't know if I can say that. Nice to see that breakdown. I'm effing rolling third. LOL. Rolling? What do you mean? What are you rolling third? Set the order out 5 cents above previous high. An easy hit. Yeah, dude, they chase those, man. That's why I have no problem. Like, you'll see me stop at a high of day if it consolidates for a while, but to me, this wasn't a consolidation. This was just a pullback and then a move higher. Like, that's why I would have had no problem adding. Plus, we had that line. If you come over here and look at the 60, scroll out some. We had a double top over here on the 60, so I was willing to take that through 18 to see what it did. I was hoping it did it on the first move, but it was unfortunate that we got that pullback because I would have, the idea would have been to take most of the position off there and then look to add it back up through, right? That would have been the most profitable way to trade this, but it is what it is. It happens. It does get a little quiet when you're not in here. We mentioned that on Friday.
Nobody talks.
Wish huge co.
I'm just
9B
keeping my mouth shut.
needs a huge move for me.
I am in a foul mood. I haven't been this foul in a long time.
I'm in a foul mood too, man. I got no sleep though. That fucking dog sucks, man. I've never
Arthur?
thought about poison dog in my life.
Right
but I'm
there
like,
with you.
maybe I
My
could
neighbor's
fucking poison a little
calling
bit.
and it pissing me off. No, I need to.
I swear to God, I love dogs, man, and I was just like, this little asshole, man. I'm like, he's keeping me up all damn night. I know it's the owner. Well, that's why I'm gonna leave a note on his door today, and hopefully tonight he does something. If not, I'm gonna start fucking calling off.
It's worse that I
It's definitely my dog.
I still do it.
About
It's
their
the
dog.
dog. Please last. Doesn't put the shot collar on the dog. It's inconsiderate. You know it's a neighbor and you still do it. That's what.
That's how I feel. I'm like, dude, you were. I mean, but I gotta say something to them, so maybe they don't know. I don't give them the benefit of the doubt right now, but I'm just like, dude, it starts at freaking like 1:45 in the morning. It's fucking ridiculous.
Wish pretty crowded as well at.
Make Arthur stay until 7:30 just because I don't want to be a douche.
I'll be right back.
So I went to bed at 10 and I've been up since 1:30, so I'm definitely not awake. I should say.
CARV avoid IMNO. Stroke. Ha 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 HAAA.
Halt. Gotta pop right as it holds it.
Avoid IMO asterisk.
Carve.
Carve.
Yeah, it's like a micro float.
Like a chat room pump stock, sure.
Ooh,
Sorry that.
So yeah, I'm looking at market cap a lot too, as far as big companies like XBev. If you remember when this first move happened, we were like, wow, that's a really nice move away from that previous resistance. But XBev is also a 33 billion market cap.
Small SS on pops.
One of the great analogies that Brian has given is that when you get huge companies versus smaller companies, imagine the smaller company being a go-kart and the huge company being a tractor trailer, and they're both on a line, and you tell the go-kart to turn around and go the other way, and you tell the tractor trailer to turn around and go the other way, which one's going to be able to do it a lot quicker? And so big companies obviously going to take a lot longer to turn around because you just have so many shares and so many people at every price point, and they tend to follow trends a little bit better because of that. When people see it go in one direction, it would take a lot of people to turn that thing back around. Where if you have a low float, low market cap, really it could just be one person that can make that thing turn around if they really want to. So that's why you'll see some really good extensions off the scanner, but then you'll also see a lot of times the that they're really big companies, and I tend to stay away from them. Like Wish right now, not only is this thing overcrowded, trading a crap ton of volume, it's also a 9 billion market cap company. So 2 billion is usually right around my max that I look for, which is right where Workhorse was today. It's right at 2 billion. And then obviously there needs to be shares available. Anything under like 100K, I start to get a little worried. Anything under 80K, I pretty much avoid it. Sometimes like I'll like pull something up, and if it's under that 100K, I'll watch the shares like as the price is going up. And if it stays pretty steady, I might still take a stab at it, just knowing that if it keeps going, I can probably get an ad or two in if I need to. But other than that, I tend to stick away from that. So I look for lower market cap, I look for shares available, and then obviously the move itself. I want to see like Wish here. If we're just kind of taking a look at it, you can see a pretty obvious spot here based off of these previous resistance areas. And obviously, when I'm looking to get into a trade, I look for those key pops through the whole $1.50. And then obviously, I will look for it to retrace back down through. So I'm just watching Wish. I mean, nothing really else to watch, but I don't see myself trading this thing. It's a bigger market cap, and it's really crowded as well.
Right at that breakout point on the daily too.
Yeah, I'm looking at to the long side.
I'd like to see a break over 15 and hold to go long.
Got a lot of room if it gets over there, dude. It's like 19 something.
Yep.
Kakukso Noxoxo Kukso for David.
So cool. That would do. Pull back. $20 call sweep.
Yeah, Nick, you'll have to keep me updated on that because they just switched banks. So I'm curious if anything goes a little bit quicker or more smoothly. Why is it estimated to get there July 6th? Did you wire it to him?
Is Wish actually a big company?
Yeah.
7 billion market cap.
I see 9 billion.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
9.3.
It does go like with the current price too. It updates with the current price.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll see it change as it goes up or down.
Maybe It dropped down to 10.
CARB, off the highs now, $13.14.
Carve about to go back down where it came from. Look at CVM. Holy smokes. Oh, that's what you were talking about, Alex. I see it at 11 now. Oh, man. What happened? What is that? What company is that?
I don't know. Sell, Psy, I don't know what they do, but they had a bad day.
You think?
They got executives jumping out windows at the corporate office right now.
Sammy, you don't. That's how you play it.
There's got to be some news on it.
Yeah, it's multi-kind immunotherapy produces 14.1% 5-year survival benefit. So looks like not a whole lot of benefit.
Transfer wise. Yeah, I remember them saying they could use that.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that stuff would change with the new bank or anything though. Later, Oliver. Yep, we'll be here tomorrow. Carve, we didn't really have any shares
Although,
available.
actually, I'm
Like
seeing
Carve, we
another
only had
story that
12,000
says,
shares.
That it exceeded the predefined 10%.
So that would have been a tough one to trade.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's
Yeah,
got that.
biotech. Crispy just said in the ISW chat, he's like, CEO busted with hookers and below or something.
It would probably go up.
Yeah. That is how that typically works.
Did you see how OnlyFans is thinking about getting rid of all porn content?
What?
Yeah, they want to go legit.
So they want to go bankrupt?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, isn't that how they make money?
Yeah, because I guess they already did it. Like, if anything was done like outside where the public could see it, that's banned right now. They just banned that, according to an article I read. And then now they're looking to raise money, and to do it, they think they have to get rid of all the adult content stuff.
Darn it, I'm gonna have to
TSLAO.
stop streaming.
All those people gonna go bankrupt.
What are you gonna do as your side hustle now, Devin?
I don't know, man. I guess prostitution. Fuck.
Got a no-fill on a 700 call
Thought it
earlier.
was,
Sad
thought it was
face.
solid.
GDT TSLA expert.
I didn't know what OnlyFans was until my girlfriend had her credit card hacked, and they spent a bunch of money on OnlyFans.
Yeah, sure, it was hacked, Devin.
She called me and she's like, "Is that like buying tickets for a sports game or something?" I'm like, "I don't know." I looked it up. I'm like, "Nope."
Isn't that?
Tried for it at 10.2. NBD only at
Thought they
15.5
like bought
now.
football tickets or something.
They bought tickets, all right.
Well, there are workout videos on OnlyFans.
I doubt that's what they were buying. That's one way to use a stolen credit card number.
Yeah.
Wasn't everybody just saying Tesla like is gonna go down because of the recall in China or whatever, and now it's going way up? It's funny how that works.
It's only gone up $20 today.
Brother had his credit card stolen, and they bought sneakers and they got caught because they bought at the Foot Locker in their local neighborhood.
Nice.
That's like when our house got broken into in our first house that we had bought. It was 10 years ago now, geez. They literally took our checkbook that we never used down to the local bank and cashed a check.
Shut up.
Yep. Freaking idiots, man. Yeah, I guess they gave it to him. I don't know. Well, yeah, they had to have given it to him because that's how we even found out. Because we randomly had money missing.
So they forged a check from you to them.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god.
Like literally on camera at the counter, cashing a check.
This is right there.
It's their ID.
Yeah, with their ID. Yeah, it's just freaking stupid.
Ridiculous.
Oh yeah. I mean, we had the police report, and I mean, obviously, we filed the police report for them breaking. It was our neighbors. It was actually our neighbors. They were crackheads.
You said the crackheads.
Oh, they were. So they just waited for us to go to work one day, and they went in. They took a bunch of stuff that was like in closets and drawers and jewelry and stuff like that we wouldn't be able to notice. But my wife went to put on something, I think earrings, to go out one day, and she's like, "Where are my, where's all my jewelry?" Like it was just all like fake jewelry. It wasn't even like real jewelry.
That's crazy, dude.
Who wants
But-
to laugh at me?
I do.
Go
Me.
take a look at NTLA. Since I can't post charts,
You were in this? That's expensive.
I got in at 1024
Oh wait, what's the ticker?
at NTLA.
Thomas.
NTLA. I see. Oh, I see it. It's at $124.
Yeah, I got in at 1024 at 130, 130.10.
Oh, okay.
I
And
think
now
that
you're.
No.
Long?
Then no, short. I get out at the beginning of the next candle at 129.15. I think
Good
I'm
trade.
a hero. Oh yeah, I'm a real hero. And now you can laugh at me
Why?
because it's at 124.
Okay.
Left like what?
Yeah,
$6
you
on
got
the table.
money, so
You made money. That's good.
I'm not really sure why we're laughing at you.
I made money on this trade, guys. Laugh at me.
Because it didn't
Because
go
we
up.
were just talking.
I think the real question though is why were you in the trade to begin with?
Why? Because it kept rejecting off of the 50. And I thought it was going to stay down below. And I was right. And it did. And it kept staying below the 9 instead of above the 9. And I was right, and it did. But I saw green and I ran instead of staying with why I got in the trade in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this chart, I thought you would have been looking for that gap fill back to $90.
Well, I mean, that's a little greedy. What's that?
He owed them out of revenge once they've hurt him a little bit. This one didn't hurt him, so he's just like, whatever, I'm gonna take it. I think you're a sadist, Steve. You want to be beaten before your pleasure.
Well, who says those are not the same thing?
Ooh. You find pleasure in the beating?
Watching
Didn't
NIO.
Amanda?
Gonna use hard stuff.
I don't know. Not with me. What she does now sexually is between her and her husband.
Is it though?
I don't know about it, so I don't have it on the fancy account.
It might not be.
Have to search it out.
I'm glad to see everyone's back in the same room, all friendly again.
I'm assuming. I admit, I'm tired.
You're long CVM? How you got
Go
in at
park your dog or something.
969?
Yesterday I had some fun with my teenager. I'm realizing teens are super motherfucking stressful.
How did you get in there?
Jack just laughed. She's
I
like,
said they go
"I'm
to
in
9,
there."
9:30.
Hold on a second. How old is she?
Almost 17.
And you're just realizing that now?
Looking alright right
She
now.
hasn't been on bed with me. She gives your mom a lot more shit than she gives me. Always.
Orf trapping
Always.
shorts.
Like, oh my
If my
God,
chart
I
will
don't know
load.
what to do with this girl.
Okay.
And then I talk to her and she's like, I'm sorry, Dad.
You
I'm
think
like,
Orf is trapping shorts
"Okay."
here?
I'm like,
I don't know,
"It's
man.
not hard. Just fucking talk to her.
Look at the daily.
Now, dude. Oh, she's getting some
Obviously, the big move, higher low with a huge topping wick,
She's pregnant.
and then I mean another higher low, and now it's trying to go lower. I don't know. I mean, it does have a bunch of support here at 5, but
We went to buy her stuff for her room. So we
I
went
don't
to
know.
the IKEA,
I'm not interested in that.
and like we kind of looked down all the numbers.
My account
and went,
depleted
"How
so much that I am
let's spend
gambling
like
now.
80 or
Sorry,
$100
save
on her
me.
to get
I
her
remember
room,
same
and now she
situation for
wants her to
Armed
buy
and
beds,
Orf. I was
dresser,
scared
all
to
the stuff.
death.
And they don't
And
have
here I
any
am
of it.
again
Like,
gambling.
everything's
I'll be out
It's
14, I
guess IKEA's
promise.
having the same issues everyone else is having. And
Let me ask you the more important
Everything's
question.
back ordered.
I'm like,
What
this
is your
sucks that I'm not
plan
paying. She's like, "I
if
know,
it goes
Dad.
the
I
opposite
know, I'm
way?
sorry." You know,
Like,
I'm
it's
not
good to
mad
have
at you.
a profit
It's
target,
something
but
like,
what's your
"Hey,
plan if it goes
I
back
should
down
find
against you?
somewhere else now." And she's
I think
like,
that's the
just
more
like,
pressing
just
issue.
yelling at me in the middle of IKEA, and I'm like, I am looking to spend $1,000 on you to decorate your room, and
Dollar
you're gonna
on
act like
way.
this.
Oh man, is it gonna make me look more stupid?
Sleep on
Oh,
the ground.
workhorse. Jeez.
This thing still going?
No,
It's
look
all
at it.
back.
Died.
We gave it all back.
It's almost there.
I'm watching this stupid Wish, and that ain't giving me any hope.
Hey D, you don't do the fib extensions on DOS, huh?
No, I do them on Thinkorswim.
Dude, I play with those all
There you
weekend
go.
and cannot figure it out on DOS.
What are you talking about?
See, everything's like backwards on DOS for some reason, and I don't understand why they do that. Well, let me see. Let me do fib extension.
What are you trying to do, Thomas?
I was just playing with fib extensions to kind of look at what Devin does as far as riding up the yellow longs up to that next level, Fibonacci level. And I know you need 3 points. You know, you need the swing low to the swing high, and then the retracement in order to do it. So you have 3 points. And when I do it on DOS, I can do it on the other chart, with chart Trader View, what we have in the works perfect in our journal software. But in DOS, I cannot. I can see the third leg. I can get it to pull up, but it does not show the levels like it's supposed to.
The way it works on there, it doesn't work the way it does on TOS. It's probably more like what you do on TraderView on Thinkorswim. How did I do this? I remember I figured out kinda how to do it.
I mean, like when I do the extension, this is what it gives me.
I forgot, how do you make the third leg even appear? Because I can't even get it to
West
that.
northwest.
You
basically
you
NTB.
click and hold,
Do it
and
on
then
an
you let
actual
go.
chart.
And when you let go, it should give you the third one.
Okay, hold on. So I make the first leg, and then I do what? Then I let it go?
Yeah, you
Let
just
it
let
go,
go,
drag it
and then
where you want
yeah,
it.
and then drag it back to where you want it.
And then why can't I get it to click now? I can't stand it.
Are you hitting fib line extension? Because that's the one you need.
Yes. So then I grab it from the little box on the top?
No, 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 no. You gotta delete that one.
Yeah, it
When you
works on-
click fib line extension, you click and hold and drag to where you want it. And where you want that line to end, you let go. And then you should be able to just move and click.
This is too frustrating. I'm going to do it on TOS forever because I hate the way it is.
I mean, it seems pretty easy to me. I just don't know what you're doing. Like if you told me a
Alright,
chart to
so
do it on, I would
on
do it.
reach right there, you should be going from the swing low to the swing high, and then back down towards that retracement.
Yes.
Which chart are you trying to do, Thomas?
I was just saying I was trying to do it over the weekend. I haven't tried to do one today because I was kind of tied up. But since we were kind of just bullshitting, I'd bring it up.
Here. Like that.
That's just a regular fib, right? That's not the extension.
Well, it has the extension up top. It just hasn't got up there yet. Like, see the 123 whatever? It's up there at 1847.
Oh. Why are you getting all these down here then? Because it should just be.
Because that's the move. Oh, you're saying it should just show the
The
extension?
ones at the
Well, you
bottom
can
is the
make it do that.
retracement part.
Yeah, the ones at the bottom is the retracement. So you would see where 50, like, because I can get rid of those lines. Like, if you just click and right click on it, it'll do it.
So I start at the bottom of the move, right? I move it to the top of the move. Then what I do?
Then
Let-
you
then
click
let
and
go,
hold
you
and then let
drag it
go.
to the bottom. I just one.
Start at the bottom of the move.
West northwest basically NTV.
Oh, crap.
Micro float.
I'll set up.
Yeah, but see on yours, Jag, you can't even see the top portion.
Well, that's because of the chart that's there. But it'll like if I zoom out,
Okay, I get it.
You can
Now I
see
have to delete all these lines that I don't like on there.
So did you start at the bottom of the move on that one, Jag, or the top?
bottom.
25M is not even kind of.
I
micro.
started at the bottom.
Figure.
I mean, I just came straight back down. Oh, I see what you're saying. So, like, I would bring the line back down to, like, 16, where the price is now. Is that what you, like, essentially, where it's going to bounce again?
So
I
yeah,
don't know what
whatever
you
was
guys are
originally-
doing. Like, I don't know what the move itself is, but I think I understand. Hold on one sec.
If I put 0, will that get rid of the line? For the width?
Now zero is going to be like your start point.
Put 0, will there be no line?
Well, yeah, theoretically.
I want to delete lines. I don't want all these lines.
Yeah, you right click and do it. That's what I did. But see, now it's not even giving me the 100% line.
So when I clicked at the start of the move, now it's letting, I have to go to the start of the move to get the middle legs. I'm not doing something right.
And this one I did the opposite way, Thomas, to do for like the drop. So if you look at this one on CLF,
Yeah, because when I do it that way, the way the Jag's doing it,
this one comes lower.
yeah, it puts, like, when I use 16 basically and 18 as my 2 points, it's giving me the 50% at 1771.
That's the issue I was running into all week, and I played with it, clicking different spots, trying to get it to.
But if you look at mine above that, I always thought that's how you did it, where you drag up to where you want it to be and then all the way back down to where you started, and then it gives you the extensions.
Yeah, that's how I was told how to do it.
Yeah.
You do from the bottom to the top and then back.
Bottom to the top to the retracement.
Well, no, that's what we're saying. The retracement isn't working. The retracement's giving you some weird crap.
I just did it. I think.
Post it.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to delete the line that I have so you can just see the lines I just made.
I mean, just
MRIN just got halted.
55 KTB. Couple small orders here 6.20, but generally a bad idea. Rotated. Not much to borrow.
just do common math here. Like, if you go from 16 to 18, your 50% would be where? 17. So why is it telling me it's up at 1771? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Let's say it again.
When I'm doing, if I start from the bottom at 16 and I go up to 18 and then I go to the retracement, which is at like 1660 right now, it's telling me the 50% line is up at 1771.
Oh, so you're saying it's too high.
Way too high. It should be at 17, right? 50% of that move is at 17.
1678.
I can't get rid of this line, which is really frustrating. Why can't they click on a line, dude? What?
Click on a different, or make a new line.
Oh,
Like it
that's
just
my
a-
high day line. That's my high day line.
Oh.
I was sort of like, why is the line there? Go away.
I love when Devin tries to figure something
WKHS
out.
leftovers on trail.
Holy tired. So this is what I got. I don't even know how accurate it. I could get rid of this bottom profile bullshit, but it's messed up. But it's got my 100%. So I have the 61. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this. You guys.
Which ticker are we working on?
I'm doing it on Wish because that's what I was. The chart I was on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of similar.
at 1513. It's got the 61.8 or whatever at 1490. And I did it from that first move up to the first pullback.
So where did you start the line? Oh, okay, I see it. So what price is it? I can't really see it.
So I did it from the bottom of the whole day, which is like 1380, to that first move up where I had a retracement, which was 1460, it looks like, to the pullback, which was about 1433.
So the 50%, if you did it from, you said 13, was that 1390?
I had to leave the 50% because I only want the 61.8 or whatever, the 100, the 123, the 130. I want the 120.
Well, I get that, but what I'm trying to say is those numbers to me aren't right. Like, where is that 100% coming from?
Yeah, the retracement on that, on the way that I just did it the same way you did, is the retracement isn't correct.
All right, hold on. I'm going to do it on TOS and see what I get.
Hang on, I'll do it on Trading View.
I'm going to do this. So I did the 60.
1460, so 1390
1513. Yeah, I
to
got the same thing, dude.
1460.
Same thing. 61.8 at 1482, 1482, the exact same. Literally the same exact numbers.
This is what I get on Wish using pretty much the same. I did 1390 by 1460. As you can see, it was 1461. But to me, this is what would make more sense because the 50% should be at 50%.
Yes.
Trading View, the 50% is 1443.
What is the 61.8 at? I don't have the 50%, so I don't know.
Here, hold on.
What's your 61.8 at, DT?
And I don't know.
Mine's reverse, so it's 1428.
1482.
Yeah, it's because my numbers are reversed. Because I like it.
So that's probably right.
My 61.8 is at 1434.
1482.
But this is what I'm saying. If you were to add the 50% and you do 100% at 1460 and you started at 1390, your 61.8 is nowhere near where it should be.
But what that number is, it's calculated.
Jacob, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that.
Pullback, it's not literally 50% of the exact move. It calculates what it pulled back to and then says where that next line will be. It's not like literally an exact percentage like when you do just regular fib lines and it's 50% of the move. The extension's calculating how much of a pullback it had. I don't know how that math works, but that's what it does. So it won't be exactly like waiting with your regular fib lines where you do from the top to the bottom to the top, 50% is. It's some sort of a calculation between how much it went up and how much it pulled back. I don't know how they calculate it though.
50% actually isn't a Fibonacci anyway. So.
That's why they're reading, but I don't know the math.
It's not, but for what I use it for, it's nice. Yeah.
No, when you're doing the regular fib line,
because I use the 50 to 61 or whatever it is.
I'm just confused because the math itself doesn't make sense. But like Devin said, there's probably something in there that just isn't supposed to make sense.
How it's calculated.
You
Right.
forgot to add the universe numbers in there.
Alright, so that's why it's not making sense to me. I'm trying to use the normal retracement also in my head because that's what I'm used to seeing.
That's the wrong picture.
Ooh, baby.
The retracement they put in, the lower one, as the 50%, and you're like, that's not right. Yeah, you'd have to do regular fib lines for those. The fib extensions, I delete anything that's below that high because I don't want to know what's down here. I want to know where it can extend to.
I mean, I don't know. Looking at my chart, it went right to those lines. Yeah, but mine was doing it the way that I did it, not the way you did it. I was just being funny, though.
I don't know what you did, though. I don't really understand.
I just drew the same lines. I just drew it all the way back down to where I started instead of the pullback.
You didn't do it to the retracement. You did it back to the bottom of the move.
Correct.
Oh,
which is why it gives me the true 50%. That's what I was saying.
I got you. But for fib extensions, I've always wanted to do it back. You go from the bottom of the move to the top of the move to the
Good answer,
where
this Phil.
it trades for fib extension.
I click on this button. It's called
Yeah.
Auto Fibonacci, and it puts it up there automatically.
Really?
Is that on Trader View?
Trading view scripts.
That's an awesome little feature. So you don't have to draw them; it just does it for you.
MRINNTB.
Yeah, I just Googled how to draw fib extension lines, and in the YouTube video that pops up, there's a thumbnail, and it's set like it literally shows what Devin's saying. So you start from the bottom of the move, go to the top, and then you go to the bottom of the pullback. I just don't understand what those numbers mean. Then it completely, I don't know. I'd have to, I guess, research it, but I really don't care. So.
I watched a video on it, but it didn't stick in my brain.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the one that I watched at some point where I learned the way that I did was probably just for, like he said, regular fib extension. And this is where it kills me because it's like, well, how many people are really looking at all this stuff? Because it goes back to the theory of, well, if I'm watching this on a 1 minute and someone else is watching it on a 5 minute, we're going to see two completely different things. So if your strategy is, more involved with how many people are doing the same thing as you because you're trend following, well, how do you know what everyone's watching? Are they watching 10-second chart, 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 60-minute chart? Like, everyone's watching something completely different. Are they using the 9? Are they using the 20? Are they using VWAP? Are they using, there's so many indicators out there that this is where it starts to, the whole spaghetti reference comes into play. And then there's
just like reference tools. That's it.
No, I get it, and that's fine. Like if something is working for you, that's amazing. Like you should obviously continue to use it. But in the end, I really think that all of these indicators are just that. Like they're just indicators.
That is all they are. They're indicators.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, and I was bored over the weekend, so we all have to admit, D has a very high success rate. So I was like, let me play with this and get a visual of what I don't like going to TOS and different
Good
places
stuff.
to do different stuff. I'd rather just do it all in one
Just
place.
because you won in this trade, though, you still have to learn from it. Keep that in mind.
It would be nice if it all worked on DOS.
No, we can just update some things and make it a little smoother. That would be awesome.
I mean, I think the purpose of DOS is the reason they have it this way is the simplicity factor.
And that's what I like about DAS. I do, but I don't like it for any type of charting.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It doesn't want to be execution. If you want charting, go somewhere else.
Exactly. That's why I have a stupid TOS. When I hate them, their charting season. They definitely have superior charting.
I think the other thing that would be really cool of DOS is if they could integrate like with some other charting softwares, like knowing that people go elsewhere. I'm actually
with TOS, which I don't know if that's true or not, but somebody said that. I've heard.
Well, they just start? Didn't TOS just start offering DOS? I think that's what they meant.
Yes.
Oh, so TOS actually has DOS.
Yeah.
But I wonder if I could integrate my DOS where I'm trading off my TOS, but it's my DOS.
I think you can just trade with your TOS account on DAS.
I got you.
Yeah, it was in beta for a little while. I don't know if it still is or if they actually are doing it.
TOS is growing, huh? I mean, DOS is growing.
TradingView for years has been saying they're trying to get IB on the TradingView so you can trade on TradingView.
Oh, that would be awesome because, yeah, damn, that would actually probably make me want to use TradingView. because then if I just have IB open, when I take the position on DOS, it also translates into IB, which would then translate to TradingView. That would be absolutely incredible.
It's supposed to happen. It keeps saying every year, this year, this year.
And it just never happens.
Might have to actually look into that.
Ray finally getting a pullback.
Because I looked into it, and supposedly they've been talking it for a long time, but it's gotten real serious over the last year or two. Like they're so close to doing it.
Just do it.
A lot already.
It'll be a relatively uneventful day, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll see a lot of people. That's fun. Oh, I think it's
Catch you in the morning.
Later, man.
Good luck.
Later, Colin.
Later.
CLF. I missed that.
NCTY closer to 15 would be nice.
DT, when you hit the fib thing in TradingView, is that what it gave you? That first picture you posted?
Yeah, but I guess your question would be yes. While you look at the numbers, they might be reversed.
Well, no. I was just curious if they had one for like Devin does it, where it would go to the pullback and not back to the beginning of the move. Ow, fuck. I keep forgetting I switched.
One I put in, I did myself. There are scripts that do it automatically, but you have to set them up for however you trade.
Right.
Because there's like a whole bunch of auto scripts for Fibonacci.
That market cap, right? LOL.
I'll show you a picture of the one that I kind of use.
MRIN going nutso. Oh, there it went. Later. Yeah. It's rotated its float 10 times.
Wow. Got my eyes off that one too. Open? You can see that.
Yeah, it's trying. 708. Now it's 719.
Halted down here like $6.
Yeah, it did. It's actually got a gap.
I told you guys that it halted before. Nobody listened.
607.
Those are auto Fibonacci clouds.
Clouds?
Well, they just color. I can colorize in between each.
Gotcha.
So
Looks
green,
like
the green line is 50%.
Gotcha. I say it looks like Bollinger Bands kind of.
We got how many shares on
WTT. 252,000. James, thanks for the sub, man.
Which
Appreciate
one?
you being here. WTT.
SPWR just popped a little bit.
Talking about. I really want 350 plus. I just don't like how it's moving up to this point. Probably means Thomas is like, damn it, I already started it.
So trying to find out where it's going.
Yeah. Daily just broke out here. 307 was the breakout.
Will you just go?
Right?
3.70 gaga goo gagog.
Still 237,000 shares, Thomas.
Yeah, I got the hammer down, but I ain't released it yet.
I was just keeping you updated.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I'm so tired today.
MCRB, Bravo Charlie Romeo Bravo Series 13, small market, QUMU, Charlie Romeo Bravo. You're getting a little tough here. MCRB.
What a tease.
What's up?
Yep, still hammered down.
So what, WTT?
WTT, yeah. It's teasing us at the moment. Meanwhile, Brian's already probably got a couple shots in it.
You suck.
Yeah. It's 337's, I think, the spot here. Below that, I think we're donezo. Yep. There it is.
NVDA,
Dollar on way. Blah, 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 blah.
Is that what he said?
That's not yet, but I'm sure he will.
Why did you guys get this?
Nah, he doesn't ever say that.
Typed in G-O-G-O-O-G-O-O.
That was me. Well, I think he said it first, but yeah, it just says like goo goo ga 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 go go goo goo. Yeah, it's funny. It does like when you type in XOXOXO and like mess it up a little bit, it starts. That's the thing that says coxo soxo coxo. There's a couple things that are pretty hilarious. Like here, Thomas, hold your button down.
Alright.
Coxoxonoxoxonoxox.
Oh wait, you're gonna have to do it again because I muted it when we were when we were talking.
WTT back up.
All right, ready, set, go.
Coxoxonoxoxonoxox.
That's all.
That's just a bunch of X's and O's. All right, one more time, Thomas. Go.
NCTY couple shots there. Giving it love so it will gago 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 gago.
That way Brian won't get completely mad at me for doing it. Even though he's probably listening to me on my stream and he's going to be like, you're such a jerk. Oh yeah, NCTY is trying something. Oh yeah, I forgot you could just watch my stream and see.
No, no, no. I was doing a speak message on Discord.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess it probably uses the same thing. Watching NCTY here. Not a huge fan of the daily, but
CRSR for CR Gaming. Working 44 fleet now on Charlie Romeo, Sandy Romeo, CRSR.
it's literally straight up.
Oh, the simple things.
Right? The little things that make you laugh. WTT keeps trying. Down to 200k shares.
What is GTT?
W. Whiskey.
Oh, I got shorts on that. Probably not. Oh, I do. Well, I'm not in love with that one, man.
Nah, I would have to go. Go, go.
Go.
Same with this NCTY. I'd still like to see like an actual pop out of it.
Oh, I'm gonna do something tonight, man. I might sleep on my couch or something. I don't think I'll feel that dog as well.
CPD trade that shares popping in.
This WTT is gonna break 350. It's just a matter of what it does on the other side of it.
Yeah, I'd like to see it at 380.
Yeah. There it is. I always love the people too. They're like, well, why don't you long it then if you know it's going to break 350? And it's like, well, I don't know if it's going to just immediately reject back down to 320, you jerk. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Talking about TTD.
WTT.
TTD is making a move too.
It's getting a little spready here.
WTC wireless telecom getting a spike in volume here, $3.66.
That was not what I wanted.
Did you start it?
No.
Neither did I.
I'll start getting a little spready there too. And we never really had a chance at the 366. It hit that and came right back down to 360. So it's not even like we could have got the best entry there. And it wasn't that big of an extension. Like if you draw the line there at 350, that's like nothing. Especially in comparison to the move it made. Like it made a 50-cent move, so a 15-cent pop, that's not what I was looking for.
DT said coxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxoxonoxox
said Kaksu, Kazaksu, Naxan, Usax, Axan, Ax, Kus, Cox, Naxan, Ax, Kooks.
There's a whole list on the internet of the most annoying ones.
Oh, the Rafflecopter goes like that one's so funny. That's my favorite one. Or the sprinkler one. That one's funny too.
The one that just says a button. It says a button blood type, but it goes on for like 20 minutes. This one's pretty good. Do that one too. Oh, there's this one.
DT said banana nana nana banana 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 nana.
That one's my favorite.
Yeah, it is.
VT said my favorite is my sprinkler goes like this and comes back like T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T.
DLF, man, that sucks, dude.
DT said the lawnmower goes shiririririririr vavavum shiririririri and rice burners go wow 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 wow. VT said can you guys hear that helicopter?
Oh my I can hear the sound of people leaving my stream right now. It's that time of the morning. Yes, Sammy. A solid system is where it's at. Random betting, you might win every once in a while, but you're definitely not going to win in the long run, I promise you. Thinking I might make some wings for lunch.
Oh, nice. Dude, I feel like I'm like literally so tired I can't trade right now. QS is kind of making a move, bro. I don't know if that see. Like Sandy. Yeah, dude, that's pushing pretty hard.
How's it look on QS?
What was that working?
Quebec, Sandy.
That's what I'm talking about.
We got plenty. It's a 11, almost 12 bill company. 2.8 mil shares to borrow. Daily kind of looks like shit too, to be honest. Decent move though.
Pushing that.
Weird volume. Well, I guess never mind. That's just because of that random candle from Friday afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
QS huge go. Nice move. Shit daily.
I didn't really tell I was moving unless I pulled up on this, so hard to tell on TOS.
Fair back.
I'll be back in a minute, guys. I need to take a nap, dude. Maybe I can actually trade the afternoon if I'm not this tired. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Dave.
It's not what I was going to do, but I'm just getting ready.
está?
AUUD is running.
We have no shares there.
E-Trade was depending hard to borrow, but I canceled it because it's been from 490 to 530 to back down. Luke's in it from like, it looks like 506 or something, but he won't tell us his price because he's an idiot.
He doesn't want people to front run him.
That's right. He's a big player in this world. He is a player.
I can understand, like, if you were live on YouTube and thousands of people are watching, but when you're in just a room of less than 100 people, like, seriously, bro?
Well, he thinks that the people that are in his room are posting on Reddit and Atlas and everyone else, so because of those people, whenever someone posts something about Luke, everybody has to go and trade against him. No matter what you're doing, let's stop now. Luke's in a trade, let's trade against him. I don't care what you're doing right now. That's more important. He does think a little highly of himself. Not gonna lie. But for an Excel trader, he has quite an impressive winning percentage.
On Twitter, he's 100%.
He's actually not 100%. He's a 100% Twitter winner. He has posted a loss here and there, you know, of about 100 shares compared to the 40 million shares he's won on. On Twitter, he's 100% winner.
Sold my Neo.
Congratulations. You need some therapy for that divorce?
You didn't wait till 50?
You have to pay alimony?
49. I bought it at 1352, and I just looked at the history. I bought it on July 9th of last year.
Jeez.
That's not bad.
Shouldn't you have waited? Shouldn't you have waited for July 10th? Don't you get something for holding it for a year or something?
Yeah, but it's a long-term hold.
Yeah, like you don't have to pay as many taxes
yeah.
on it or something.
You owe alimony on that?
You pay less capital tax if it's held for a year, but I don't know if that works for the year you bought it or the year your tax.
Ooh, how's Luke feeling right now? AUD.
He's not talking, of course. What do you expect?
Yeah, I don't know how that works, DT. I was just curious.
Now,
I'm
it's one
curious, too.
calendar. It's one you get the gains are taxed on the year in which you sell. So that would be for 2021. For next year, when you file 2021s, here's going to be capital gains tax.
Yeah, but there's a different capital gains if you hold it over a year, so that's why I don't know.
Right, but you didn't hold it right. If you would have held it for a year, then when you sell it, whatever year you sell it in, then your capital, you only get taxed on the gains once you sell. You could have bought it 6 years ago. If you sold it this year, that's when you get taxed.
I understand that part, but there's a different capital gains tax if you held it for a year.
Right. It's a lower capital gains tax if you hold it for a year.
What is it? Year that you bought it, or
12 months. 12 months. It's not 2020 to 2021. It's 12 months.
oh well, it wasn't much. It was only 10 shares.
What was your average?
Like $2.
Oh, more than that. I bought it at 13.
All right. If it's at $50, 2 to 13 doesn't make that much of a difference. It's still a huge win. Great job, man.
Yeah, that's only bought because I like this stock. I like Neo. That was my plan.
Let's try E-Trade one more time on this thing.
Kind of annoyed with today. I feel like there wasn't any like obvious plays. besides Workhorse, and even Workhorse wasn't like obvious.
Steve, I also wanted my cash account is empty with cash, so I wanted to play other stuff. I was tired of looking at it.
Makes sense, man. Yeah, hey, you made your money. Seriously, how much more do you think it's really gonna go?
Yeah, I
Might as well
originally
use
wanted
that money to make some other stuff.
so, whatever.
And if it hangs out around here at 48, 47, played another couple of trades, you want to get back in, get back in. You got the cash. If it pulls back a couple dollars, then you get in a better price.
Yeah,
Make
DT,
money
I was
twice on
just
it.
kidding. You're 13 to 49, and you're gonna worry about another dollar just because? Like, no,
Yeah,
I was
that's-
being a
that's
dick.
What? Oh no, I didn't even think of what you said.
Well,
I really
geez,
wanted
nice to
to-
know I have zero weight in your life.
For what?
Yeah, I heard what you said, but I literally took no thought at all. Valueless. That's your thought.
No, I know what he's saying. Like, he made his decision based off of what he was making his decision on. Don't matter what the hell anybody else said. I get it.
Certainly not you.
Definitely not me.
All right, gentlemen. I think I got to go hit the road.
Later,
Scrap
Steve.
together a little bit of a day. Scrap together a little bit. I'll be on the phone, but I'm not sitting in front of the computer anymore, which is
Yeah.
sad because I really felt I was able to trade a little bit better here. I certainly wouldn't have had that trade on NTLA without it, although I should have held it either way.
I mean, it makes sense. You're in front of a computer, everything loads faster. You got multiple, like, you can have multiple windows.
It's easier to focus a little bit more. You know, I get the phone calls and the emails, but I get the computer up. It's easier. One day we'll be here with you guys full time. Someone else will be
One
driving that
day.
truck.
Yeah, boy. Are you in the process of even trying to set that up?
I'm always in the process. I'm waiting for that guy to come knocking on my door saying, "I want to work for you."
It's like 20 years ago, I put this thing into motion.
5 years before I started the business.
Hells yeah.
I knew. I had a plan. The execution is lacking though.
WTT working out of it.
My friend is looking to get a new job, and he was a sous chef, and now he's working at a grocery store because they're paying him like $4,
Def keeping
$5
some
more.
for
an hour.
lower. Just way grinding.
Where do I apply?
So
I got free time.
trained sous chef, and now he's working at a grocery store because they're paying him twice. Well, not twice.
One of my really good friends was the same way. He was a chef at these big restaurants all the time, and he's been working at Giant for like the last 10 years because they pay him twice as much.
All right, boys. I'll be back in a bit.
Later, Steve.
Later, man. Yeah, how or why Giant is doing that, I don't know, but all he does is he does like all them like prep meals, I guess, from like all the extra meats and stuff they have. He was like, dude, I make so much more here. I'm like, that's weird. Like, it definitely doesn't register in your head. It's like, why would Giant pay you that much more than like a nice restaurant? But then you always forget, like, unless you own your own restaurant or you're like the head chef of like a really nice one, like most cooks get paid absolute shit.
Oh, I was one too.
So you know.
No. I made sauces.
Sauce.
Sauces for an Italian restaurant. But even the executive chef didn't make that much more money, and he just dealt with 10 times more shit than the owner.
Yeah. Like the marinaras and like the pasta sauces.
Yep.
Dude, that
Things
probably
like all the white
sucked.
sauces, the lemon sauces.
Making the marinara sauces, man, those literally, it's an all day process.
Yep.
It sucks.
I didn't hear. Hang on. This sucks.
Yeah, you're really low for me too, more.
No, it's not. I also my window air conditioner is running, and I have a harder time hearing you guys. My ears have to get used to it. It's 100-degree weather for the next 3 days.
Since nothing else is
32
running,
KTV there.
do anyone in here play the credit card game with the points and all that shit?
I do.
QUMU X point 50's interesting.
Been doing it
What-
for a while, Tim?
Yeah, I was gonna say, was there a question in there?
Yes.
I was waiting for ISW to quit talking.
WTT Wash PLS.
What?
Yeah, it was, have you been doing it for a while and how's it working out?
Oh, I said yeah, and it's awesome. As long as you pay it off every month, it's kind of stupid not to do it.
Yeah, I put all my bills on a credit card and then just pay that once a month. I don't have to worry about my bills.
It's free. It's literally free money. Or points. I mean, it's all money in the end.
In the end. Do you do your, like he does his bills and all, even the ones they charge you a convenience fee for using
No.
your credit card?
No, I only do the ones that you can, and then you don't get charged. A lot of places don't even let you pay your bills with a credit card. You can't pay your mortgage with a credit card.
Right.
Well, you can if you pay those fees, but those fees are going to outweigh what you would make like via the points and cashback or whatever.
That's just taken out of my bank account.
Yeah. Yeah, like our phone bill, cable, like our, stuff like that. They let you pay with it. And yeah, like I said, as long as you pay it off, you're good.
What as for the grocery store, the restaurant store that I go to, I usually get about end of the year, get somewhere around $800 of free groceries.
MRI hands.
Yeah, we don't have shares there. That's a good long opportunity, it looks like, for Devin.
WTTHX.
To answer, I'm
was a
assuming
long-ass trade.
a secondary question, Thomas. The city double, what is it called? I think it's just called city double or whatever. That's a pretty standard one. Like it's a good 2% on everything. But then you can start getting cards like we have one from BJ's where you get 5% back when you get gas, 5% back when you eat at places, or not eat at places, when you shop at BJ's. You get like 3% on like restaurants, and then usually it'll have a percentage for like the everything else. And then you can have like one on Amazon. We have one on there too. So like when we shop on Amazon, we only use their card because you get 5% back there. You definitely, anything over 2% is good.
Yeah, we were going to keep the Amazon one and use it, like you said, strictly for Amazon. And then I saw the city one had one for 5%, 2% on everything else, yada yada.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, as long as you keep up with them, and always try to find ones without like an annual fee as well, because those obviously cut into your amounts. I totally missed who
We were
just
just
subbed.
so bad
I'm
at
sorry.
credit cards back in the day. I've been terrified of credit cards.
Oh,
'Cause I
same
know
here,
how
bro.
much damage I could do with one.
Yeah. I did a lot of damage when I had my car and I worked on it a lot. I just be like, I'll just throw it on the credit card. Before you know it, you're like $10,000-$12,000 in debt. And that's obviously minute to some people.
Or 30.
But yeah, I would say for me, I was only 20 at the time. That was quite a bit of money, especially when, I had a pretty shit job at the time and stuff.
In college, these constantly giving you credit cards. You're just like, oh, I just want this $5,000 stereo for no reason.
I'm totally going to figure out if there's another, because we were just looking into the BJ's card because we have the Sam's card, which is essentially the same thing. But since when we moved, Sam's Club's pretty far away now, and BJ's is literally right around the corner. And we actually think that the BJ's card is better because it also gives you not only the 5% off the gas, but it gives you, or 5% back, but it also gives you 10 cents off the current price as well, which is pretty nice. And their price is usually already like 5 cents lower than anywhere else.
NCTY orders 15 and below. BTX also coming up.
BJ's just Costco.
Need speed.
What?
Is BJ's just like Costco?
Yeah, yeah. It's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, we just don't have a lot of Costco's around here. It's funny you said Giant because you're the only person I know that knows what Giant is.
Really, they're pretty normal around here.
Yeah, there's not on my way, but there's a ton in Harrisburg, where my mom lives.
But if you're here and it's pronounced Tudor, appreciate it, man. Thank you for the
She
sub.
doesn't know what Acme is. Trying to pull my car into the garage with one broken tie rod doesn't like to work.
Broken tie rods usually aren't a good thing. And I love what Bangkok said, by the way. I was a saucer.
You had a block trade come through at 49 even.
Short? How do you know?
Got a block trade thing on them.
Oh, and it told you it was for a long position?
Well, no. I'm assuming it's long because it was above the
7.6 Vico
price
retails.
action.
25 is would be fun.
That's why it's only 49 so well. Big yawns. Bed Bath & Beyond is ripping.
QUMU daily is SHT, size appropriately, smaller, if taking it. Re-QUMU I will start near
Where did
X
it
point
sounds like that?
but will size for a big
Popping those things like Tic Tacs, are we?
like 4.20-ish.
Advil, yeah.
They did surgery on your knee and you're taking Advil?
Or I was on hydrocodone. I don't want to get dependent. I only take that when I can.
have plans of changing those walls or putting up your green screen?
No, I.
That backdrop is awfully bright.
That's because I I raised the brightness.
Gotcha.
I plan on putting stuff up like behind me, and like on the walls around the office, just because the sound I feel is a little echoey. I just haven't figured out what I want to put up there yet.
Sound deadening stuff.
Yeah, I'd rather just put pictures and stuff up though instead of that stuff. I'm not really that worried about it. I'm not like a musician or anything.
You're gonna be dead in that dog snoring.
True that. He steals the show like every day. I get at least one person every day who's like, "Is that your dog snoring?"
Yeah, that's why I wear headphones. The sucker's loud.
One day I'm gonna miss it.
For sure, though.
And for him, the one that does it, probably not gonna be too much longer. Super sad face.
What's your dog's name?
His name is Rags, and then I have another one who's 10, and her name is Subi.
Adorable name, Rag.
Srey.
It's my old nickname. When I was big into playing poker, I tended to get into hands with what people would consider rags, and I would like to bluff a lot, and so people just started calling me Rags. And then it kind of stuck and became my gaming alias, and then when we got him, I was just, the typical, he's standing there nameless. You start throwing names at him, and somebody else I think said my name, and I responded, but I noticed at the same time that he did his little cockeyed sidewards face looking thing that pugs do, and I was like, Rags, and he did it again, and I was like, Rags, and he started getting excited, and then he just started getting all happy and running around, and that's how I got his name. And Subi we had bought a Subaru WRX, and when we were doing the name thing with her, we were just rolling through names, and somebody just looked at the car, and I think it was me actually. I don't remember, to be completely honest, but somebody said Subi, and same thing. She just kind of did her little head tilt, and that was kind of how she got her name. It's so funny too, because it's like you could sit there and roll through like 50 to 100 different names, and they just keep on doing what they're doing. But it's like that one thing you say, and they just react to it, and you're like, all right. I mean, if you really want Suck Cock to be your name, then God, I should have waited until I did that. I only had 9 more minutes. 8 more minutes.
Australia's going through another lockdown.
BBBY 32.50-ish interesting, 3.4 BCO, tons to borrow.
Is that Brian trying to talk me into a trade before I go?
Unless you're talking about QUMU.
Yeah, heard BBBY, but you know how I am with those. It looks like a breakout. Oh, QMU.
Oh shit.
$379. Go. 99K. So, kind of questionable territory.
I can't watch it.
Yep, 97, 96.
Ooh, you're looking so juicy, though.
Order filled.
Order filled.
Don't be giving me away.
X.80 plus PLS.
Stupid spread, man. Just do the 50 test real quick, jerk.
Yeah, I wanted it to get to 370.
I did too, but it just stopped.
Yeah.
But it won't give me the 350 test. Come on.
Did you top ticket?
Essentially. Somebody's sitting here at 56, I guess.
Order filled.
I took it off there. It's just sitting there. Screw that.
Scalper WKHS.
So I noticed you didn't double click the screen to check the shares. You just sometimes don't.
I did it way earlier. Son of a freaking...
Oh, dude, it's going home. It's going to 310. It's gonna pour that cayenne pepper all over it.
It was literally just sitting there.
Oh, I know. I was watching. I was like, I hate those.
I was sitting at 53. That's all I wanted. But no. Please go high, Dave. I'll trade it again.
Wish X.50-ish orders in. QUMU dollar on way.
the heck kind of candle is this? Did you see that? It like gapped up without actually printing.
What happened?
What happened?
What are we trading?
I just scalped QUMU. QUMU.
You already out?
Yeah, I took the scalp. The volume just straight up died on it. So I was trying to get the 350 test, but it just wouldn't do it. Wish is breaking out. Look at all that volume. Holy crap.
Yeah. 3.1 on that one candle. More candles.
Wow. NTLA all the way back. Look at me, I'm a genius. I only left like $9 on the table.
Carrot closer to 11.
And it's only $1 against me now. Should have stayed. Anything else worth watching and riding?
Is your camera autofocused then?
Yeah. I like how I was shaking my head. Yes. Thinking that you'd see it right away.
How much delay do you have?
30 seconds.
Really? Your stream is 30 seconds delayed?
Yes.
Whatever he's eating, it's hot.
Yeah, there are wings that just came out of the air fryer.
Nice and crispy.
Oh yeah. Oh, QUMU. Super sad face there. I basically topped it, but the way it was sitting there, I felt like it was just going to go right back to high day, and I was going to end up with a break-even trade. Or possibly a losing trade. That's where if I had more shares, though, definitely would have just took most of it off.
Hello. You're welcome.
Hello.
Congrats on the move. Are there other families on this block already? Okay. Fantastic. Great. Enjoy. Good luck. Oh my God. One of my customers moved from like one of these busy main streets to one of these ghetto side streets. I'm like, are there any other Jewish families around here? Like it's the middle of nowhere, though.
Yeah.
Those houses need to be fixed up a little bit.
All right, guys. I'm going to hang out in the Discord so I can get away from Addedly saying that he's a better trader. Discord links down in the description below. I'll be in there if you guys want to keep talking. But I am going to call it as far as trading goes for now. I'm going to get some lunch. And, yeah. Check out the 3K sub giveaway that I just did. That's up on the channel as well. So, yeah. I will catch you guys in the Discord, or I will see you tomorrow morning. Make sure the mouse over there. Peace.
Although I think I